Hey, what it is, what it is, what it ain't. Tell me what it do. Back here with a TBS show, episode 12. Why we always rushing? Yeah, we gonna touch on some real stuff today. We gonna keep it 100. We gonna keep it 1,000. We gonna talk about some real stuff. So again, welcome to episode 12 of What Them Boys Talking About, or the TBS show, Talking About Some Show. Hey, I'm your host this week. My name is AristoShaq, and we talking about something real today. Got to talk about how everybody be in a rush nowadays. Got to speak on it. I always got to speak on how everybody in a rush, because ain't really no point. Like, where you going for real? Just awful, just keeping it 100. Where you going for real? Nobody got patience, not in life, not in traffic, not even in the microwave. But everybody rushing. Like an example, like you ever heat something up, you say 2 minutes, you staring at it like it's taking 10 hours, or you refreshing your phone, waiting on something like it's gonna come fast because you're looking at it. That's how we treat life. We keep checking it like it's gonna hurry up. That ain't how that work. That ain't how that work at all. So I say we should take our time, enjoy life, experience life, because whether you realize it or not, these bodies of ours, they're very feeble, they real resilient, but they still feeble, the wrong moves, doing something wrong could cost you or change your whole life up. We ain't trying to live like that. Like, for real, because if you think about life and you think about driving, it really ain't too much of a difference. Like, for real, like life really almost like driving, and you think about it. Like, yeah, God in control, but you still got the wheel. And we be driving crazy, super crazy out here. No matter if it's raining or dry, everybody drive crazy. Everybody in a rush, like I said before. And then as soon as somebody get in front of you, now you're mad. Let's just say you are on the road, you are trying to get somewhere, you need to get somewhere, or you're gonna run out of time, or you're gonna miss your deadline. Somebody get in front of you, now you're mad, like they did it on purpose, because you speeding, you switching lanes, you cutting people off just to end up at the same red light these same people going to. The ones that took their time, now you caught on the light, they right there with you, got you looking crazy, being mad. For those who experience road rage, this ain't for everybody, but for those who do experience it. But that's life. Typically, that's life. You're rushing your timing. You get mad at delays. And I ain't just saying that just to, harp on somebody. Because I think I said it before on here. When I'm talking on here, I'm talking to myself, not just to everybody, but I'm talking to myself, because this is a message to myself. So if I come on here talking, just know it's a message I told myself first before I came and told everybody else. That's how I'm doing it. But yeah, you rushing, get mad because it's a tractor in front of you, get mad, school bus dropping kids off in front of you, stuff they supposed to do. But the whole time you're not realizing that delay was protecting you from something you ain't even see, something you weren't even supposed to be at that point. You mad at them. And God, like, you ain't late, you just impatient. And that was word, but when I realized God be like, you not late to where I'm trying to send you, where I'm trying to take you, you just impatient. And that's true. I'm impatient. And then, that's when we start comparing, you looking at somebody flying past you, like you behind, like somebody go around. Let's just say you driving somewhere, you taking your time, you cruise. Somebody go around you. If you got one of them road rage issues, now you upset, like, dang, I know I ain't going that slow. And it make you feel like you left, but that whole time, they might be speeding towards a crash. You don't know they route, but you judging their journey off theirs. I mean, that's just keeping it real, just keeping it 1,000. Like, that's why people be stressed trying to force time and trying to skip steps. I do that. I done did it. It ain't where it's supposed to be at, because ain't no shortcuts in life. You just get there fast or you fall fast. But let's be honest though. Let's be honest. It makes sense though. Life and driving ain't too different. Life and driving ain't too different at all once you really think about it. Like, all of it sound good, but as soon as somebody cut you off tomorrow, you right back, like, move, get out my way. Being very impatient. That's it. We got to learn that. Just because somebody in your way or somebody going faster than you, that you don't know their destination. You don't know where they going. You don't know their end goal. That's the thing. That's why everybody got their own lane. Same thing as driving. Everybody got their own lane. Some people need to go slow in their lane. Some people need to go fast in their lane. But you can't get mad at how their maneuvering in life, their path, their road, their lane that they're on, their journey. You can't compare to where you at in life. You'll never truly get there. You'll always be looking like, oh, they doing good, they doing right. When I'm gonna get there? I'm just saying that's most of the time that's how people looking at it. That ain't how you supposed to look at it. So, moral of the story is slow down. You're gonna get there when you're supposed to be there. But also just don't be in the fast lane going 40. I on some real stuff. If you gonna be in the fast lane, man, go the speed limit at least. But don't try to force it. Don't try to force it at all. That's a thing in life that people don't really compare. Because I want you to understand the will and the will sound the same. Two different meanings depending on how you're looking at it. Especially when how you're looking at it. Think about it. Think about it. The will, and this is just for my very spiritual people. Your will, you got your physical will, which is what you drive with. Then you got your will, which is still a representation of because your will, you control your will. Everybody, that famous saying, Jesus, take the wheel. That saying is a play on words. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus doesn't want to take your willpower away from you. He wants you to choose to follow him and to love him. That's a will that you have control on over. And you have control over the physical will. That's why I say life and driving really ain't that much different. Really ain't that much different at all. Because give God your will. Now you're not making decisions on your own. He's pretty much guiding you. That's what you want. But what I'm saying is he has control over your thoughts, your good and bad. You won't do good. If Jesus is controlling you, everything you do will be good. You pretty much be like a perfect human. That's not what anybody is. There was only one. That's Jesus, only perfect human that ever was. But outside of that, when you driving, you controlling that wheel. You controlling that wheel. You are controlling that wheel for sure because you control what's good, and what's bad, what's the right direction, what's the wrong. You know what's good, and what's bad. You know the right direction, the wrong direction. That's why I say that saying Jesus take the wheel is a play on words, but how you look at it, really determines what you're trying to get out of stuff. But yeah, life and driving ain't too much of a difference. Man, drop my mic. I hope that ain't scared nobody. But either way, I just want everybody, to live, be as successful as you can. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Let them folks check you out. You ain't never too old. Let them folks check you out. You need it. You need it. And then let's take the time to be nice in life. I mean, it's too short. You don't know when you're coming, when you're going, when your last wake up gonna be. Like you have no saying whatsoever on none of that. It all really just is how you maneuvering through life. So please maneuver through life like it's like every day your last. So them times when you don't feel like doing nothing, don't get up and do it. Them be the times when you need to do it the most. Them times where you be like, man, I really ain't got the energy for all this. I really ain't got the energy for all that. Sometimes it ain't even about you. Sometimes it's about other people. But you choose how you live your life. You choose how you go about how your life. What you choose everything really. The decisions you make, good or bad, you choose them. Nobody else does. It's your responsibility. You choosing. And so just a little caveat. This episode ain't gonna really be that long. I just had that message on my mind. I needed to get that off. That life and driving ain't too different whatsoever. It really ain't too different. I wanna also say that coming soon, I will be doing stand up once I get a location or whenever I just do an open mic or something. I put the information out to those who might want to come by, stop by, take a little look. I will be doing stand up. I think it'll be fun, get out there on that stage, show what I can do, see if I can work a crowd, something like that. Like some of the OGs, some of the greats do. That's what I'm trying to be on. I'm trying to break out of my shell of being an introvert. I'm trying to find healthy ways to deal with my depression. 'Cause boy, it's real. It's real out here. It's real. Because a lot of people don't even know they deal with depression. They just think it's I've been like this my whole life. No, brother, you dealt with some trauma. No, sister, you done been through some things. You done dealt with some things. You done had some trauma in your life that's making you feel like Either it's making you feel like you're not worth nothing, or it's making you feel like, okay, well, I don't have the energy, I don't have the time, I don't want to go out here and deal with nobody. That's what I mean. You gotta get checked out. You gotta go get looked at. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Especially my black community. Y'all get out there. Go get help. There's plenty of help. Free help. You ain't gotta pay these thousands of dollars or do all this stuff just to get help. I promise you, it's out there. It's very free. It's very free. You just got to get out there. You just got to get out there and get that help. And then, just to pivot, just to talk about it a lot. I guess we'll make this a mental health episode too. But look, people think depression just means you sad all day, like you just sitting there crying 24/7. Sometimes you ain't even sad. You just there. Like your body showed up, but you didn't. That's what it's on. That's pretty much depression in a nutshell. Like your body there, but your mind ain't there. And that's a crazy thing to try to deal with. Like I always try to put this into words that's easily understood, but some people ain't gonna understand. That's why I harp on it a little bit. Like sometimes you just sit there staring off into space, like, are you watching TV, but you're not really watching TV, you just staring at it. Or like you got stuff to do and you know you need to do it, but you just don't move. And you don't move because sometimes you just don't even know why. You just be like, I'm over it today. Then, it's easy. It's so crazy because, you can share it with people like, hey, yeah, I deal with this, I deal with that. Some of them be like, just get up and do something. And then you like, okay, like, I know that. That's so easy. That's easier said than done if you ain't been in that position. Like like they say, oh yeah, just get up, just go do something. Like I don't know that. That's the crazy part. Like you think I'm choosing this? No, man, I want to get out and do stuff. It's just sometimes my body don't. Sometimes my body don't let you, or your mind don't let you. And they bring me, and that too. It's an analogy in that too, because you come to look at it. It's an analogy in that too, because you come to look at it. Look at it like this. Depression, low key, like your phone on 1%. Like you still on, but everything just slow. You know when your phone get to that last 1%, how slow stuff like apps act like it don't want to open and it's get low, and you just hoping it don't shut down. And the worst part is you gotta act normal. I think that's the hardest part right there that people don't never understand. You gotta act normal when you depressed because you don't want to. I know for me, I definitely don't like want to drag nobody else down with my depression. That's the crazy thing, man. It's trying to act normal through all of it. Like, especially if you have a family, a supporting family, you don't want to tear them down. Like they be having some days my family have great days and I be there. I be trying to participate, but sometimes my mind and my spirit won't let me. Sometimes I just be wondering out here. And that's the part people don't see. Like you try to act normal. You can be depressed as ever, but you'll fake a smile, you'll fake a laugh, just to make sure that the people closest to you are having a great time, a great day. Because you don't want to mess it up. So you act normal. People don't see it. So they don't understand it. And then now you dealing with it. And if you do explain it, like I'm working on explaining it and trying to talk about it more. So you dealing with it and you trying to explain it. So it's like a double weight on your shoulders. Like, man, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna tell them that, but also deal with it. It's exhausting. But I will say this. Just because you feel stuck don't mean you're not moving. Just because you're tired don't mean you're done. Some days just surviving is a win, like for real. Some days just getting up, some days just waking up, some days just making an effort to do something. It might not be a big task. It might not be a huge task that you gotta get done, but just a small accomplishment, it can spark just a little something. Like, okay, I did something small today, something I really been pushing on, but I did it. Like this podcast, man, plenty of time my depression just be, I don't want to do this. I can't get up and do it. I don't want to do it. But I told myself this year, I said, hey, this year we fighting back against this depression. So we gonna find avenues, we gonna find ways to get it done. And that's what we on. So that's why this podcast was created, just to talk. People come on here and vent. Hey, come get something off your chest. Come get on here and vent. Get something off your chest. Ain't no sense in holding all that in, man. Going through that alone, man. Come talk. Get all this stuff off your chest. Get a little freedom. Get some of that weight off you. It's something that needs to be discussed, and it's something that needs to be talked about. Like I say, as Black people, as a Black man, one of my favorite songs is "Do Black Men Need Therapy?" Deep, real deep, real deep. By Cy Read the Kid. That boy cold with them, and that's pretty much talking about the same things I talked about today. But it says some stuff that some people don't even understand or realize. So yeah, just take that small step, no matter how big it is, no matter what it is you're trying to do, where it is you're trying to go. Take that small step, that little bit of leap of faith. All you need is a little mustard seed, a little mustard seed. And I never realized how small the mustard seed was until I seen one in person. You know how small the mustard seed, and they say all you need is faith, just a little faith for that size, man. Just a little faith, you got to do a little work, do a little pushing through. And yeah, for those, I don't have a phone, so for those who out there who dealing with depression, who might still ignore texts, who might lay in the bed a little longer, guess what? You still here. You can still do something small to get yourself going. You do something small, get yourself going, man. Like I take pride in cleaning my house, mowing the yard. So like I said, it's a lot of stuff I find that I do to battle my depression so I don't get into the mindsets or the moods where I don't want to be bothered. And I ain't gonna be bothered. I am a great isolator. I can take myself away from anything. It don't even matter. But I don't want to live life like that. And I don't want you to live life like that. So just remember, you still here. God love you. And that count. If you feel like nobody on this earth, no human being love you, no God love you always and forever. No matter what. God loves you no matter what. I got a hoodie I made, sweater that say God loves you no matter what. I got a hat that say that. Because it's true. No matter how you might feel about you, it don't even matter what. For one, it don't matter what nobody else think about you. That should never be a thing that you should be worried about. No matter what nobody else thinking about you, man. Because God gonna hold you to your highest regards. God's gonna love you no matter what. When you at your lowest, when you at your highest. That love don't change. That love don't go nowhere. It stays. And you gotta keep that in mind as much as possible. Whatever that looks like. If that means you listen to your favorite gospel song to start your day, do what you gotta do. Read a little piece of the Bible. Do what you gotta do. Whatever you need to do. Because that all counts for something. That all counts for something. But with that being said, we're going to call it a quits right there. Just want everybody to take their time, live their life the best way they know how to. Deal with your mental health, get help. Once you understand that life and driving really ain't too different, you be like, okay, I kind of understand it a little bit. But for today, March 27th, that's what we talking about. Real talk, real laughs, real life. And I'm AristoShaq. Yep. You called it AristoShaq. And I say that because one of the movies I remember watching, one of the very first movies I remember watching was Aristocrats. That movie was dope to me. So this week, I'm AristoShaq. But again, that's what we talking about. And we out. Y'all be blessed. Please stay prayed up. Love you.